Awesome. All right. Hey, Michael, Huey, taking his Axio. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. And a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a Buccaneers thing back there?
Yeah, I'm a Buccaneers season ticket holder actually.
So are you from Florida?
Yes, I lived in Tampa for 28 years. I just moved to Orlando about a year ago.
Oh, okay. I'm in the Lakewood Ranch area.
Okay, down in close to Sarasota. Is that down? You're down a little bit south, right?
Yeah, and then one of my clients is over in Winter Haven.
Okay. Yeah, over towards Lakeland. Yeah, over off of I-4, right? Yep.
I am there.
Awesome. Have you guys talked to her about this yet?
I have, yes.
How'd that go?
She's like most physicians. Their heads in 5,000 different directions and changing. If they're one of the advanced ones who understand this, they have their hands in multiple businesses, I find, and that makes it a little more challenging till they're grounded and centered where they're going.
Yep. So tell me how it went. Give me so you tell me in 2 minutes how you shared this with her.
Well, she already knows because it's the same training that I was put through at Apeiron as her.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of.
Did she know about LifeVantage before?
Just as I was trained when we were taught through the. Do you know about Apeiron?
I don't.
I don't think so. So, Michael, what this is really quickly, gosh. And you know what? It's interesting, actually. You were on a call years ago, Michael. You were on a call years ago. I don't know if you remember it. But in Raleigh, I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, the International Society of Nutrigenomics and Nutrigenetics did a conference there in Chapel Hill.
Okay.
Right after I got enrolled. A neurologist shared it with me, and then, of course, Dr. Gordon did the presentation. So I attended that in Raleigh. Okay. I worked with Marilyn Moser and Denise, and we sponsored that conference. And I actually set up a Protandim booth.
I do remember now. Yes.
There you go. Dan Stickler, Dr. Dan Stickler was the doctor that was there that I enrolled. He talked to Dr. Gordon. He got on a call. And I remember, Michael, this was years ago, and you were on the call. And
I was on the call. Remember now.
Remember that? And he said, yep. You said, yep, we had our blood tested and our T-bars tested. And you were like, you don't have to. I remember that. Yeah. And you were like, that's not duplicatable. You really don't need that. It was kind of interesting. Anyway, he's the head of this Apeiron epigenetic company, and basically they do epigenetic coaching. As a MedTech consultant, I helped him. So he became a LifeVantage distributor, but then I helped him set up that program. And that's how I met him and kind of got some of his folks enrolled and engaged and educated. So he took the products himself, but wasn't a real business advocate much. And but through his training program, now over the years, I guess he does mention it. So then that's how Leann comes in.
Yeah. So I would say, is he still taking the products? Is he still take the products?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. And so does his mom.
But I don't know. Okay. He actually just let his distributorship go in my back office. He got dropped off. If you aren't active for a year.
So that means he hasn't ordered in 6 months then.
Yeah. So I guess he hasn't ordered in 6
months. Okay. So Leann, let me just say this. I don't like to offend anybody, and Julia can tell you this. I'm a non-confrontational person. I lose and I don't, this is not directed towards him or towards you or just anybody. I truly don't understand after 30 years in this industry. I just got nominated for a PhD in nutrition. I don't understand anybody that doesn't understand epigenetics and take these products. I have no acknowledgement for somebody who, and it happens all the time, right? But I just had this. I was just in Marco Island with Dr. Dixon, who's the chief science officer of LifeVantage, and we talked about this. I talked about this with PhDs and doctors that are in the company now, and pharmacists, and obesity doctors, right? Like the future of the nutrition industry is in epigenetics, right? Like I do DNA testing now, and I can tell from those tests like what people need. And I have not found one person that didn't take our products long-term that didn't have radical health changes. So for me, for a person like, I've only found a couple people that didn't need multiple ones of our products, right? Like, and I'll just say this, for my family, it'll be 10 years, in May. And because my family because we didn't deviate and because we didn't look to feel something, or we didn't look for the next greatest thing, or this is better than that or that, I've eliminated I can't say this publicly. Now on Clubhouse I can, because that's what's been great about Clubhouse. But I've reversed type 1 diabetes in my brother. Name somebody that you know that's reversed type 1 diabetes. It's a minuscule amount of people. Mm-hmm. I've reversed Parkinson's in my father-in-law. I've got my father off of 17 and 19 meds with 0 dietary changes. 0. Wow. I can't get my family to eat healthy. It's just, I'm going to fight. There's an old song hymn that my grandmother sang. You're going to fight our battles, right? We're going to fight the battles that we can fight, and then we're going to leave the rest up to God, right? So for me, at my family in their 60s and 70s and 80s, if I can get them to take our products and take a couple other things that go along, like our LifeVantage has a new product that I have in this thing right here. It's called Daily Bonus, right? And it eliminated 4 more products that I took outside of LifeVantage products. I'm down to 3 products left, right? And Dr. Dixon and I are already talking about something that will eliminate those next 3, okay? Because I want to be able to learn and grow from something that I can take long-term, and I can know that what I'm doing long-term is reversing aging. And Leann, I'll just say this. I went from the traditional supplement way of homeopathic doctors, all this thing. I used to take 40, 50 different supplements a day, right? And I wasn't, my cellular age wasn't going down. My telomeres weren't going down. I was exercising every day. I was food mapping, rotating my foods. And when I started taking LifeVantage products, within 5 years, I took my telomeres to half my age, which it was only -3 my age. So now they're 26 and I'll be 53. No one can ever look at me in this mirror right here and tell me that I look 53 years old. There's no freaking
study done on that.
Not yet. I don't think.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I've said that from the beginning.
Dr. Gappen would do that.
Very
He's
good.
interested in doing
good.
that.
Well, I shared it with Dr. Stickler back in the day. I said oxidative stress is related to telomere length. So if you're talking about telomere length, why don't you do a study on protandim?
Plus the biological age. We do the biological age testing, and we usually find, it's people's biological age is not good. Naveen Jain started a gut testing company. I don't know if you know it, but it's called Viome.
I know about Viome.
Okay, so I've kind of deviated away from it just because he brought in all of these health professionals like Ben Greenfield and Dave Asprey and all of these people, right? And I was part of the study, right? And I was better than Ben and Dave and all of these people. I was in the top 5 of the people.
Yeah, I follow all those people.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's the biggest thing.
Neat.
He won't publish the study.
No. Oh.
Because he's now, here's the deal. He's now partnered with Dave and Ben.
He has interest. He has interest.
And I love Ben. Let me just say this. Ben is I love Ben Greenfield because
he's looking at doing that type of study, to give people the epigenetic age kit beforehand and then after, and maybe just do it on that product alone.
Michael,
100%. And you know what he does? He does? He recommends. Yeah, he does the DNA testing, right? And or that gut testing for DNA, right? And then he prescribes all of these supplements, like 10, 12, 15, 20 different supplements. And I said, Naveen, but look, here's the proof. You've already proven the proof. I didn't take all these supplements that Dean and Ben and all these guys were taking, and my results are better. So how can you tell me that you're going to partner with the guy that's going to tell everybody, here, take 30, 40, 50 different supplements, when you have, it's just like, I'll show this, and I don't know if you've looked, if Julia, if you showed Leann the study on this, when NAD came out, right? Here's the problem. People never take things long enough to get the benefits from them, right? When NAD came out, I said to Dr. Dixon, I said, I've been taking Dr. Sinclair's NAD product for a while. I feel good, but I really think I could feel better. And I just want to ask you a question. I said, with the research on our new NAD, will it make Nerve 2 and Nerve 1 work better? Now, this was pre that study, right? This was in November of 2019. He said, why do you ask? And I told him. And he said, I can't tell you the results, but you're a darn smart guy, and the study will be out in January. This was in November. And then Julia can show you the study. It came out, and it not only was it a little bit better, it was significantly better when you took all 3 of the protandims together.
Here's the process thing that I've learned, because I help a lot of my physician clients on the back end as well. And they are so used to, in their systems, to ordering through Fullscripts or all those things. And because this is out of the realm of that,
they won't do it. They won't do it.
And or the perception of it's through
Network marketing. Yep. Yeah.
That is the number one reason that I feel has made it difficult. Now,
that's the problem.
But with Dr. Gappen, we're doing it different.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything we do is a VIP concierge level, the way we handle all of their supplementation is we handle everything for them. So they give us our credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So we just set their account up and it's put on auto ship. So it's not even discussed.
Cool.
Because that's just it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like this idea, and he is definitely wanting his institute to not just be longevity, but also a research center and we're very much into the whole, biological age. So I love that idea of having, even if it's, and it occurred to me, we don't need to have hundreds, even if it's 10 guys. I mean, look at the age reversal study that was metformin DHEA. It was 11 guys, right? Am I right? 11 guys.
I don't know this study. Michael probably does.
It's DHEA, metformin, and HGH, and it reversed age by 2 years.
11 people.
Yeah, and Protandim was in the aging study. Yeah.
So my point is that even if it's a small amount of people, that's what he wants his center to be known for too. Not only that, what I like about the idea is also from a study perspective, if it's men and women, people could even look at that. But here you could look at, it's even, one more denominator, the same, all men,
right.
And but it's just a men's health study. I'm not saying it should only be men. I'm just talking about he who is open to a lot of out of the box ideas, and it's open.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if you're ever down this way, especially once it is opened, I'd love for you to come.
Yeah, just I don't know how long you guys are going to be together today, but I have like 3 minutes. And I have to be. The girl just texted me. I'm doing a podcast interview.
Yep.
For my podcast, actually. Yeah, with my YouTube, with the girl who's helped me with YouTube. So
okay.
I'll just say this: you can give Leann my number, and we can connect that way.
Yeah.
And if you guys are still together, I just have like a 45-minute podcast. If you guys are still together, just text me, and I'll jump back on, and we can talk a little bit more. Okay. Or you can connect with me, whatever. And I'll just follow up with you, Julia, when I'm done with this and see where you guys are at. Yeah. And then we'll connect a little bit more.
Sounds good. I think for sure, Michael, you and Leann are going to be able to just run with things without me being in the way. But anyway.
All right, cool.
God bless you.
I look forward to it.
Nice to meet you.
Leann, nice to talk to you. Nice to see you. God bless you. Thank you.
And say goodbye to your pizza.
Bye, my pizza. Oh, that looks so good.
Okay.